computer. Right then, okay, so we're starting up standing, but have your hand weights down on the floor. And bring your palms together and just start to circle your hands around. So you're going palm to palm, roll over the hands back to back. Roll over the hands, palm to palm, roll over the hands back to back. So you're doing a palm prayer and then a back to hands prayer. Rolling around the wrists. Then change direction. Good. And then bring your arms down so that loosens off your wrists and forearms. And then loosen off your shoulders with a shoulder roll. This also loosens off around the neck, and let your head move a little. If it wants to, as you roll your shoulders, your head might naturally move, but don't try and move it, just let it be free to move if it wants to. And then fingers up to shoulders, and we're going to do a front crawl, half arm front crawl. See if you can keep your head still, and it'll loosen off the neck and upper back. And then go the other way, backwards. And then both elbows out wide. Take your arms wide and then take your hands behind you, interlace your fingers and roll your shoulders back, arms drawing back. Take a little neck stretch here. So you can bring both fists toward the right side of your waist and lower your head towards the fists. So in this block, we're working each week on 3 different sets. This is set 1 this week, and it's arms and back core. Come down and across to the other side with your fists and let your head fall the other way. And then next week we're doing legs and front core. And then the 3rd week we're doing all 4 core. Arms, legs, front, back, everything is basically going to come into play in the 3rd week. And then we repeat the sequence 3 more times because it's a 9-week block. Come back to center, release your arms. And then we'll do a roll down. So lower your chin to your chest. Soften your knees as you roll down. All the way down until the back of your legs tell you can go no further. Inhale. Exhale, roll your way back up again, stacking up through the spine. So that was our soft knee one. That's nice if you've got sensitivity in your back. Now try and straighten your legs, engage your legs more. Go with your head first and try to keep your legs vertical. As your spine goes down, you have to engage the legs more to keep your balance. All the way down, inhale. If it's tender in your back, you bend your knees, roll back up again. One more roll down, and then we're staying there. So roll down toward the floor and stay there. Try and lift the sit bones as high as you can so that you get this cascading down of your spine, right down to your head. Let your head hang. Take a couple of breaths. And then come down onto hands and knees. Just a few rounds of cat-cow. I'm just going to use some socks for under my knees for padding because we're going to do a few things on the knees here. If you need any padding, grab some padding. And when you're ready, you get into your cat-cows. Just a few rounds of these just to loosen a bit more off through the spine. Good. And then round your spine to the ceiling, cat shape, cat stretch. Walk your hands a bit closer towards your knees so you're getting rounder and rounder in the back. And then walk your hands up your thighs until you're in a high kneeling position. And let the shoulders roll back. Sit your hips back, bring your arms forwards, and then come back up again. So you're actually hinging at the hips, hips back, and then up again. A couple more of those. Hips back and up. Hips all the way back, you're in child's pose, arms stretch out in front, forehead to the floor. And as we come back up again, we're going to bring your weights with you this time. So grab your little hand weights if you're using any. Come back up to a high kneeling position. I'm going to turn around to face you. Yeah. So I'm just using 1 kilogram weights. You do what feels good for you. Bicep curl, up and down. Keep your upper arm bones still and close by the sides of your body. 3 more, and they might not be very difficult with lighter weights, but we're doing quite a few arm movements, so they'll progressively start to feel heavier, even though the weight stays the same. Couple more. And then have your forearms vertical, so we're coming into dumbwaiter. So keep the upper arms where they are and take your forearms outwards, shoulder blades narrow, and then back in together again. And then outwards, and in together. Out. Little squeeze in the upper back. Try and keep your head exactly in the centre of your chest, above the centre of your chest. Stay out on this next one. Okay, and then keep in the outward position and extend. And bend elbows toward the sides. And extend. And bend. Good. Now imagine you're holding 2 ends of a belt. And when your arms extend out, you are pulling the ends of the belt so that it wraps tighter around your waist. And I feel arms extend and you engage a little more. And it's not just a thin belt we're wearing, it's a big wide belt, almost more like a corset. So when the arms go out, it's like we're tightening the corset feeling around the waist. A couple more. Exhale out. Inhale in. Exhale out. Inhale in. And we're staying out this time. As you stay out, turn your palms toward the floor, lateral lifts, so down to the sides of the legs, and out again. And down. And out. Keep your neck nice and free. So when your arms lift, try to keep your neck long and notice if your shoulders shorten up your neck. Do the opposite. Try and keep your shoulders down away from the neck. Wrists straight. Softness in the elbows is fine. One last one. And then we come down, and then we're going to come down to put the weights back on the floor, child's pose. And stretch forwards. Slide left to the right, right hand on top of left hand on top of right hand. Angling slightly over to the right. And then centre, and then opposite side. So angle slightly to the left, right hand on top of left hand. And then back to centre, and you're going to just lie down on the floor, keep your hand weights by the sides of your mat, about level with your hips. Start off lying on your tummy with your head on your hands. Relax your shoulders. And let's get the legs nice and long. So stretch your legs out and then relax them. Here's how I'd like you to mentally engage. Inhale. Exhale, engage your core muscles. I'll go in more detail on the next breath. Inhale, relax. Exhale, so you're pulling in first your belly, then the sides of your waist, then the back of your waist, and then your pelvic floor. Inhale, relax. Exhale, belly, sides, back, pelvic floor. Inhale, relax. So you're just kind of doing it in that order, but it's all in one breath, and it's so smooth, they just kind of run into each other. Couple more, belly, sides, back, pelvic floor. Belly, sides, back, pelvic floor. And then take your arms down by your side. Weight in each hand, palms facing upwards. Get the legs longer, and this time activate your legs. So press more into the top of your feet, engage the knees. And keep your head on the floor. Just lift your arms about the height of your bottom. I'm going to push the arms up and down for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Keep your arms high. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3. Keep your arms high, lengthen through your spine and lift your head and chest. Pulse again. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Keep them high. Hold for 10, 9. Belly, sides, back, pelvic floor all engaged. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And down. Rest your hands back underneath your head. Move your arms slowly so your arms have time to adjust. And then let your heels flop. Relax. And then we'll do a deeper tricep stretch here. So if you can take your elbows in front of you, make a prayer position with your hands. As your elbows move forwards, grip the prayer so it's behind the back of your neck. And feel your arm bones like we're meant to try and press to the mat. And then release. Put your hands under your shoulders. Push back to child's pose. And we're going to add similar arm movements, but with a balance. Come onto your hands and knees. And again, if you need any padding under your knees, then doing a very amateur padding here with a pair of socks because the cat's lying on the cushion. Okay, so let's have the weight in your right hand and your right arm by your side, palm upwards, and the left leg out straight behind, toes touching the floor. And then just level your shoulders, level your hips, engage, front, sides, back, pelvic floor. Arm only, pulsing, 10, 9, it goes up higher than hip and then back to hip level. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Keep it up high and lift the straight leg. Push out through the heel, hold it there, hug the belly in. 4, 3, 2, 1. Keep the balance. Bend your right elbow so that the forearm points down and then straighten. Your upper arm bone doesn't move and your lower arm is bending and straightening. I'm just going to turn so that you can see if you need to. Got the upper arm bone staying at the side of the body and your forearm is moving. 4 more. Keep the shoulder rolling back slightly. 3, 2, 1, and then that hand weight comes down, knee down, switch sides. So keep your right toes on the floor initially. Use it to engage the leg more and let that travel up into your belly, side, back, pelvic floor. Left arm by your side, palm up, the arm nice and long, roll back the shoulder, and then lift. 10, hip height, high, hip height, high, hip height. 7, 6, 5, 4. Watch out for your head falling. Add a positive push through your right arm. Keep the arm high. 10, and then you can lift your right leg off the floor as well. 9, 8, just holding that position. 7, hug the belly in, push through the leg. 5, 4, 3, 2, keep the upper arm bone where it is and bend the elbow. Push straight, bend, push straight. 8, 7. Try to avoid swinging your arm. Even if the weight is light, treat it like it's heavy, so you're really having to press. Now I've lost. Let's go. 3, 2, 1. Hand and knee back down. And then take that same prayer position into your child's pose. You go down to child's pose, elbows on the floor, and the prayer behind the back of your neck. Wiggle your elbows not only sideways, but nearer as well, so you're really snuggling your head between your arms. Try and sink your arm bones toward the floor, your armpits towards your knees, your spine even pressing deeper into your legs. Release your arms. When you come up as if you're going to come up to sitting, drop your bottom off to the right and swing your feet to the left. If you can sit here without your hands on the floor, stay as you are. If when you take your hands off the floor, you're going to tumble over to the side, can you have your legs straight out in front of you instead? Take your right hand over to the right, lift your left arm up and over, bend into your right elbow as you arc over into a side bend. And then look to the hand on the floor and let your shoulder relax away from your chin. At the same time, try and feel your right ribs are drawing back. I might have said the right hand on the floor, I meant the left hand. Come up. Okay, if your legs are straight, just keep them straight. Otherwise, take your legs to the other side. Good, so now your right hand goes to the floor, left arm up and over, side bend. Your left hip's quite heavy on the floor and use that to push longer through your left side. Look to the hand on the ground, relaxing the shoulder, and then roll the left ribs back more, the stretchy side. And then come up and bring your legs in front of you. Okay, so we're going to come down onto our back and have the hand weights right next to us. We don't need them yet, but we want them to be there for when we do need them. If your head falls back when you're lying on your back, if the chin pokes up higher than your forehead, then please put something underneath the back of your head so it gets your neck nice and long and neutral. Find neutral pelvis, neutral rib cage, so the rim of your pelvis and the rim of the rib cage kind of slot into the same core, the same corset, the same structure. Take one of those breaths where we exhale belly, sides, back, pelvic floor engaging. Do that a couple of times. Belly, side, back, pelvic floor. And on this last one, engage them all and try and keep them all connected as they engage. From a scale of 1 to 10, you want to be somewhere between about 5 to 8. Okay, and we're just going to do the leg movements first. So keep your pelvis in neutral, single leg lifts, inhale. Exhale, right leg lifts. Inhale, right foot back to the floor. Nice soft exchange, left leg lifts. Inhale, left foot to the floor, work your core. Exhale, right leg lifts. I actually feel you work your core more on the downward face, landing the foot gently, than you do on the upward phase. So as gravity is trying to press your leg down, resist it. Work at your speed. Okay, and then we're going to take this to a slightly stronger version. So next leg that lifts, keep it lifted. Inhale. And then bring the second one up, double knee fold. Exhale. From a double knee fold, a single foot tap. Tap down. Lift up, inhale. Exhale, tap. Inhale, lift. Exhale, tap. Now we know also our exhales can be coupled with this reminder of belly, sides, back, pelvic floor. And they all merge in, so it almost all happens at once now. Belly, sides, back, pelvic floor. With each exhale. Now you don't completely relax it with your inhale. It's just that it's a reminder with the exhale. Let's see if you want to take this one step further again. Legs together, tap both feet to the floor, but sink your belly and your ribs toward the ground so that it's counterbalancing. The outward movement of the legs should not be pulling the ribs or the back up with them. If they are, then just do a single leg as we were doing a moment ago. Can we do 2 more of those? Remember, thigh bones move away and we want to sink a bit more into the belly and the ribs. Last time, so that there's really barely any change in the position of your spine. Okay, and then one foot down, then the other foot down, and then we can soften. And in that softness, let your knees drop open so the back now can arch, and let the knees flutter so there's a little bit of an inner thigh stretch. Okay, now we're going to practice some arm movements, and then we'll put them all together, the legs and the arms. So take your weights, and where your knees are out wide at the moment, take your elbows wide so they're about level with your knees, and have your forearms pointing upwards. Okay, but then bring your knees back in, but keep the arms where they are. Find neutral pelvis, just a little roll of the pelvis on the floor. Find that comfortable neutral, so there's some control there. Inhale and exhale, push your arms straight up to the ceiling. Inhale, elbows go out wide again. Exhale, push straight up. And again, these aren't particularly hard in your arms when you just do a few, but because we're doing lots of repetitions, you're going to start to feel your arms working a bit more. 2, 1. Okay, then keep the arms bent and bring the weights towards each other and then open back out. You could even take the weights just past each other so you cross more at the arms. Don't need to cross too far. Couple more. So they come in, they go out. They come in, they go out. And then keep your elbows on the floor and straighten your arms all the way back up again till the weights touch. Elbows narrow and bend your arms 90 degrees so the forearms are parallel to your face. You should be looking straight at your forearms. Okay, your belly is engaged, your front ribs feel heavy, and take your weights back so that they go close to the floor or maybe even tap the floor, and then bring the elbows forwards again. So you go back, maybe touching the floor, and then forwards. Try not to let the weights come apart and try and keep your elbows as narrow as you can. Because if you start to let your elbows just flare out wide, it's possible that you're also letting your ribs flare up. So feel like there's some control. Elbows stay narrow, ribs stay contained in their corset. They're not popping out the top of the corset. And again. Okay, and then let's take the elbows back out wide again, position 1. And let's couple it with the single leg lift. So neutral pelvis, inhale. Exhale, right leg lifts, arms straighten up. Inhale, foot down, elbows down. Exhale, left leg, push up. And then down. Exhale, push up. Inhale. Now remember, you're doing lung breaths, lateral breaths. So obviously the lungs are breathing, but try not to let your belly move when you breathe. So we want to keep the belly so that our core muscles are keeping it so that we have to breathe up into a lateral breath, have to breathe up into the lungs. Lift one leg, keep your arms straight. Lift the second leg. Okay, and then we tap one foot to the floor and we're going into the crossover of the arms. So elbows start on the ground, one foot taps the floor, cross your arms, and then lift the leg. Other foot taps the floor, cross your arms, and lift. Tap, cross, lift. Tap, cross, lift. Keep going. And you're working quite a lot here on coordination. You can just have it, they don't have to cross over. You can have it where the weights just touch. In fact, I think I slightly prefer that. Go another each leg. Nice. And then your arms straighten all the way up. Bend at 90 degrees at your elbows. Then the weights go back to touch the floor behind you. Your toes touch the ground and then pull back in. Elbows and knees come closer. Then tap away and pull in. Tap away, pull in. We want to try and do this without stretching the belly. So can you tap out without the belly rising? 4, in. 3, in. 2, 1, abdominal curl as your weights come forwards, knees are bent, arms down by your side. Bring the legs in closer, touch your outer calves or outer ankles, and we'll go for double leg stretch. Extend both arms, both legs, and bring your hands back to the legs again. You can circle them if you've got space. Inhale, extend, exhale, back to the legs. Inhale, extend. We want to feel like the front ribs and the belly almost sink a bit more to counterbalance the extension of the arms and legs. 2 more times. 1 more. Knees in, head to the floor, little turn of your head. Feet down and a butterfly, stretch, thighs open. And let's give the arms a little stretch out wide. Just got enough time to do the arm movements with some shoulder bridges. So when your knees come back in, feet ready for shoulder bridge, and let's have the elbows out to the side, about nipple level. Do 2 shoulder bridges, so spread your feet, curl the tailbone up and roll up through your spine into bridge number 1, where you are level with your upper arm bones. Try not to roll beyond your upper arm bones, where the back of the chest is completely off the floor. Stay down on the shoulder blades and then roll your way back down again. Okay, nothing like that. So roll up, find that stop point in line with your upper arm bones, not back past there, and then roll your way back down again. Okay, so we're going to roll up, stay this time. So we can feel the shoulder blades have still got contact with the ground. Push your arms up straight, bend the elbows wide. Exhale straight, inhale wide. Exhale straight, inhale wide. Good. At the same time, we're working the lower body as well now. So we want to feel like the tailbone is lengthening out through the gap of your knees without having to lift the chest any higher. The rim of your rib cage and the rim of your pelvis have found that alignment with one another, like they've slotted into line with each other. Keep your arms straight this time. We're not going to do the crossover. We're just going to go straight into the bent elbows. And as the weights go back to tap behind you, sink a bit more into your belly. And then bring your elbows forward. So you're not lowering your hips, but you're feeling your belly is almost sandwiching down more towards your spine. If we don't do that, when the arms go back, it's likely our ribs and back will arch up more. So I want you to feel you're having to work at sinking the belly away from the weights as they go back. Inner legs lightly active. Back of the legs definitely active. 2 more. 1. Arms all the way down. Roll your spine down. Great. Hug the right knee in. Give it a little squeeze in and out. Take your left leg flat. When the left leg comes back in, it's going to catch hold of your right ankle. Figure 4 stretch. Hold the back of your left leg. Use your right elbow to press your right thigh wide and see if you can stretch your tailbone down away from you. Left foot down, right leg a shake out. Switch sides, left knee in. Stretch your right leg flat. Try and push the right thigh bone flat to the ground. When your right leg comes in, it's going to catch the left ankle. And then hands behind the right leg, figure 4. Right foot down, left leg in the air, little shake out. Everything in the air, everything shaking out. Double knee hug, lift your head a moment. And then we'll have a brief rest as you let your body go down, let it fall into the earth. Whatever layers above the earth you're laying on, still feel that there's this mental contact with the earth, beneath the floor, beneath the foundations, beneath whatever it is you're laying on. In some way it connects to the earth. And let that be with your body. You've got the skin, muscles. Feel like your bones are trying to drop to the earth. Drop away from the noise or maybe even the chaos from what goes on around and the surface of your life. And drop down, down into the quiet beneath the surface. Each breath a peaceful wave, a peaceful reminder that we have this potential of an inner sanctuary which we can come to when we need to. And then a nice deep breath in. And out. Little shake out on the floor. Legs come in flat, feet flat to the ground, and you can roll up or you can just turn over to your side, make your way up to sitting. We'll have a neck stretch, fingers out to the floor, out wide. If your arms are shorter, then you can just reach your arms out wide. Let your right ear fall toward the right shoulder. And reach a bit longer through your left arm. Turn the palm forwards. Turn the palm up. Turn the palm forwards. Turn the palm back down. Lift your head up and over to the other side. Reach long through the opposite arm. Turn the palm forwards. Turn the palm up. Turn the palm forwards. Turn the palm down. And head back up. Give your shoulders a nice roll around. And then give your arms a little shake out. And a thank you. Thank you, arms. Thank you, shoulders. Thank you all. Well done.